Veritas University Abuja has emerged winners of the Africa Debates Championship that took place in Nairobi, Kenya. The Vice-Chancellor, Professor Hyacinth Ichuku, and the debates team spoke with newsmen on the significance of this milestone for the university and for the nation. CTV's Tony Abba completes the report.
For the Nigeria educational sector, as Veritas University students defeated over 100 other universities to emerge as the overall winners of the 2022 edition of the Pan-African University Debating Championship that took place in Kenya recently. In a press briefing at the university premises, the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Hyacinth Ichuku, expressed happiness with anticipation for the achievements of greater stride for the team and the university.
To inform the world about the great feat our students achieved, not just in winning the Nigerian Debating Club Universities Debating Championship, but also representing Nigeria in all African universities debating championship that just concluded in Nairobi, and emerging the winners and champions of that debating championship. And it's great news for us, it's great news for Veritas University, it's great news for Nigeria, it's great news for our students and everybody. Underline the fact that yes, we cry about the quality of education in Nigeria, falling standards of education, challenges in the education sector, but it also means that things are happening and that some people and some areas we are excelling. And so this is a glorious moment for us, and we want to thank you for coming. Now this also opens another opportunity for us. Winning the championship opens new set of opportunities for us, because these students, as you see and you will hear directly from them, would now represent Africa, not just Nigeria, in the intercontinental debate that will happen in New York from April 1st. And furthermore, they will also go to Madrid in Spain to represent Nigeria in the Global Universities Championship that will also take place in June. So we are gathered here to celebrate these young people who are from Veritas University, who have gone to conquer the world and conquer the whole of Africa, conquering the best of the universities elsewhere, and showing us that things are really happening, that with our students are working hard, that given the same opportunities that they can excel.
The debating team leader, Edwin Echedo, shared the experience of representing the school and attested to the values that the school inculcated in their students.
Arriving in Kenya was a different experience because we've never been in the Pan-African Universities debates before. It was a new experience for us. So there were a lot of expectations, and then a lot of people not knowing where this university is coming from and what it actually represents. Then the competition started the same 8 with an opening ceremony. You could see a lot of flags, you could see a lot of people who were already familiar with the tournament. You see Witwatersrand University from South Africa, KNUST, that's Kwame Nkrumah University from Ghana, University of Ghana, Strathmore University in Kenya, a lot of big institutions as far as Africa is concerned. So being able to rub shoulders with those institutions was a very, very good opportunity for us. So the expectations were clear, the expectations were simple: go there and win. We made it through the 9 preliminary rounds, and we emerged second in the 9 preliminary rounds behind the University of Ghana. So a lot of people began to see that, oh, there's something in this university. The conversations of, oh, who are these guys coming second and all of that in the preliminary round. So we went to the quarterfinals. We emerged first in the quarterfinals. We went to the semifinals. We emerged first in the semifinals, and then we went to the finals with Kwame Nkrumah University, University of Ghana, Strathmore University. So the British parliamentary system is one that you have, 4 sides of the house: the opening governments, the opening opposition, the closing governments, and the closing opposition. So at the end of the day, one team wins, and then the motions for British parliamentary system is not given to you any time before. You have to stay on stage 15 minutes before the time. Then they give you the motion. Very, very intellectual motions. International relations motions. In fact, the finals motion was on international relations. This house, as the African Union, should recognize Somaliland. That's the land that broke out of. So it means ultimately that if you're not able to have prior knowledge to those type of things, you will not be able to argue. So having the biggest challenge for us was that Nigeria as a whole has never won Pan-African University debates. We have hosted a couple of times. We hosted in Calabar in 2014, but as best to my knowledge, we just reached the finals and then we break out. So Nigeria has never won the tournament before. It means Nigeria has never represented Africa in the intercontinental, HWS round robin, tournament. Nigeria has never gone to Olympia, the one that will hold in Uganda presently. So it's a big deal for us.
He also added that this victory has opened the door for the university to represent Nigeria in other international debating competitions.
Because winning that tournament, emerging first on a 4-3 split, was a big deal for us, for Nigeria as a whole, for Veritas as a whole, and then being able to get, that kind of international recognition, not just from Kenya, but from the US directly, sending us an invite to represent Africa in the HWS round robin. That was our experience there. And we also got an invite, as at yesterday, from Uganda to represent Nigeria also at Olympia. We'll also be going to Vietnam later in the year.
The registrar, Dr. Stella Okonkwo, was appreciative of the team for projecting the name of the school positively, while appreciating the Vice-Chancellor for providing the enabling environment and support for the team to thrive.
At their age, with the distractions around them in the world as young people, they still had that passion to develop these skills. And these skills, you have seen, have helped them in critical thinking, critical research, and be able to know the world affairs that have actually landed them to where they are today. Yeah, their parents will really be happy, but Veritas is happier because they have launched us, they've announced us to Nigeria, they've announced us to Africa, and even beyond the shores of Africa. So we are really proud of them. Thank you for making us proud. We really appreciate our Vice Chancellor for giving us that enabling environment for these children to excel. We appreciate him. We appreciate their teachers because these skills, I'm sure they didn't just develop the skills, but people have actually helped them. Their teachers have helped them to develop this potential that they have that made them to be where they are today.
In Abuja, Tony Abba, CTV News.